Yeah, it was definitely a great performance. Perfect day, and the athletes. I mean, all of them ran great. Yeah, and Maddie went with the lead pack, which was all Grand Valley, and but she ran awesome. Was able to stick with them really through the whole course. A few of them broke away. The course of the whole last kilometer was uphill, so it kind of broke apart a little bit that last uphill. But she was able to hang on and be eighth overall, which was an awesome performance. I mean, Grand Valley's ranked #1 in the country, so really for her to be in there was really a great performance as a sophomore. Then Ava, yeah, second team, she had a really good race. Same thing, really strong that last kilometer, and held in there, beat some. She was the third freshman overall, so that was great performance. And then the entire team just did great. The whole everybody had PRs, and a lot of them by 20 seconds or more. So yeah, the hard work that we did all season definitely paid off. And really fun to see. Really great performances.
It's got to be rewarding as a coach to see a lot of athletes climb to those PRs at that point in the conference meet. What was that like? Watching them succeed on a slightly bigger stage, or is the conference meet?
Yeah, I mean, super exciting. We as coaches on a cross country course, we take shortcuts and run all the way around the course wherever we can get to them. And so I was running hard. I was screaming. I lost my voice. Actually, Shaylee, my assistant, Luke, we all lost our voices. Just so much screaming. And I was like, at about 500 meters to go, I was where I was, and I could tell that we were beating Tech, but it was really close. Just kind of in my head, I could see who was where, and so I was just screaming, going, "Come on, we got it! Keep going!" And they were. It was so exciting. I was so pumped up all night. I just couldn't sleep because they just did so great. Just really fun to watch. Yeah, and so rewarding for the hard work they put in and for it to pay off, for sure.
What do the couple weeks ahead look like in preparation for regionals?
Yeah, well, so this next course is pretty much entirely flat. So, and this, Tech was flat until kind of downhill and the big uphill. So I can tell we have good foot speed, and we were strong on the hill. So now we're going to just keep working on the kind of the faster, get even faster for the flats. Tapering a little bit. This week is a little bit bigger, so going back up after the conference, and then a good week of training, and then we'll taper off a little bit before the regionals. But just continue to keep the fitness and increase the speed as much as we can, which I know we're going to even have our faster races coming up, so it should be exciting at the regionals.
Last thing for me, I guess, when you go from competing against these big meets where there's 30 teams, how different is it when it gets to 10 and it's all conference opponents? What was different about this past weekend than the rest of the season?
Yeah, good question, and I think that's a big part of why we did do as well as we did, is that it's a little bit smaller. There were only just over 100 runners. As you can see, like we could see all of our opponents, we could see all the Tech athletes, whereas at the Lewis University it was so many athletes we were mixed in with. They didn't even realize that 4 seconds ahead there was a Tech runner ahead of them, whereas this one they saw him, and so they were. And we really talked about like really watching and trying to, pay attention to where they were and go for those spots, because as you can see, I mean, every point counted, and we were only ended up 5 points ahead of Tech. So every athlete that just beat by one more person is what made the difference, for sure. And then we actually weren't that far behind Saginaw, which was really exciting, because at the Lewis University, that conference crossover, we were quite a ways behind both Saginaw and Wayne State, but we were quite a bit closer. So yeah, definitely being able to see your competition the whole time, makes a huge difference. So it was great.